What's up, ladies and gents? This is K-Sig Kid coming at ya with another Destiny video. It's legendary review time for the Eidolon. And if you don't know what that is the upgraded version of the Husk of the Pit. And here's a handy link. If you don't have a Husk of the Pit yet, it's a random drop from the Blades of Crota, and this method that I'm showing in my link will help you to farm it the most efficient way possible. And you need the Embalming Orb to upgrade the Husk of the Pit. And that only comes with Eris's level 3 like of you. So, there's a little bit of work to getting the Eidolon ally, and that's still not the end of it. Obviously, the big draw of the Eidolon ally is that it eventually will upgrade into the Necrochasm. And there are plenty of Destiny players that cannot wait to get that drop from the hard raid. So now that I've upgraded my Husk by killing roughly 360 some hive, which are again seen in my first video, I need to use this Embalming Orb on it to level it up. And it's interesting that it's saying like I don't have enough space, and apparently you can only carry one Embalming Orb or one Rune Core at the same time. So I'm really wondering what Bungie's planning on doing with those items in the future. And here we go. Let's do a little clicky click, and boom, legendary gun. Legendary. And it is interesting, to say the least, in its stats. Super high rate of fire and no impact, which means that wow. And then this very first upgrade you can get lessens the impact by about half. That is not something that I will be using, because impact is pretty beneficial in taking down shields. So this gun could mow through mobs of enemies, but maybe won't be the most efficient at dealing damage to bosses or enemies that don't have crit spots or heavy shields in the Nightfall or weeklies. And that's a pretty nice perk for the reload and a lot of stability. We'll have to see how this gun handles. Actually, that is what we'll do. Let's just go ahead and level up our Eidolon ally and see how it works on some enemies. So, doodaloo, doodaloo, doodaloo. Through the magic of time travel, we move into the future. And totally not because of any simpler explanations. It was definitely time travel. Well, after using the Eidolon ally for a bit, I realized that it absolutely needed stability. So, even though I like the reload a lot, the gun reloads pretty fast as it is, but it needs stability because it's difficult even hitting the side of a house with it otherwise. That's maybe a bit of an exaggeration, but we're going to go down here to one of my favorite spots where I know enemies spawn out quickly, just to shoot some things up. So you can make your own opinion on what you think the gun is. And you can see it shoots extremely fast, just like the Husk of the Pit, and it has a huge reserve pool of ammunition, which is nice as well. The 42 bullets in the magazine, I wish it could be bigger, double maybe, kind of like the Atheon's Epilogue. That would just make things nicer, but, whatever. This isn't, again, the Eidolon ally isn't the end game. The end game is taking this gun and leveling it into the Necrochasm. So I don't anticipate this gun being one that you're going to use to take into raids and kill things. In fact, I would say that's a bad idea. You can see how it kind of walks upward. That was me without auto-correcting down. So normally as I'm firing, I'm trying to pull the stick down slightly as well so that I can compensate for what the recoil is as it's walking up, just so I can get better shots on the crits. And again, on light mobs and stuff, it's fine. It's going to struggle more on the yellow majors, and again on shielded enemies, but you saw that Minotaur wasn't much of a problem, and that's because, they're lower level. Anyway, guys and gals, hope you enjoyed this walkthrough of what the Eidolon ally looks like. I know you're looking forward to the Necrochasm, as am I. Let me know how you're coming along in your progress. Smack that like button and subscribe to stay updated on future content. Hope you have a happy holidays, and I'll see you around in Destiny.